Tired of conversations that go nowhere?
How was your day?
Fun.
With conversation starters from parenting.org, you can turn fine into fun.
What was the funniest thing that happened today?
I was sitting next to Piper at lunch, and she had this, chicken fish patty thing.
Text CONVO to 51550 for weekly conversation starters, from silly to serious. And connect more with parenting.org from Boys Town.
It's Morning Talk on News Talk 1250 KBRF, brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. Now, here's Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop.
Good Monday morning. It is a 9:10, and it's always a beautiful morning after the Packers beat the Vikings.
Oh. Do you know, I knew they lost, but I was so unplugged yesterday that I didn't even know who they played. So, yeah.
They played my Green Bay Packers.
Good for you.
Gotta see if people can see it in the shot. Gotta zoom down a little bit so
yeah,
they can see
got the pack wear, huh?
Yep, I own a piece of the pack.
Okay, you certainly do. Well, great job for your team. Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, I know the Vikings, I don't hear a lot of popular talk around my house about the Vikings ever. And after having been down in the cities at U.S. Bank Stadium, there were a lot of people grumbling and complaining about the Vikings there, too. So anyway, yeah. Well, go Pack.
Go Pack.
Yeah. I don't really have a horse in the race. I mean, I love Minnesota sports. And, of course, if I had to pick a team to watch and support, it would be the Vikings. But I do know that each and every year it's just a grind around our house. In fact, John is actually not allowed to watch the game at home.
Ouch.
Yeah. Nope. He has to go somewhere else for that. So because he takes it pretty seriously. And even the years when it's been, maybe good for part of the year, he's always skeptical, knowing it's all going to fall apart. And sadly, usually he's right. But anyway, yeah. He bleeds Minnesota sports. That's just how it is. And Minnesota sports of late has not been super easy to follow.
I grew up with the Packers when it was a miracle if they hit 500 on the season. I mean, they were always just bad in the 80s and early 90s. Wasn't until Brett Favre and Reggie White showed up that they actually became good.
Right.
And so I guess I grew up with they're going to lose again.
Yeah. Well, if you can have that attitude, that's great.
And I just wanted to get 500.
I don't really hear, it doesn't come out like that at my house. So anyway, one good reason why he's banned to someone else's shop or whatever to watch the game.
Now, I'm curious, you were at the Hillcrest game down at US Bank Stadium. What was security like outside the stadium?
Not a problem at all. In fact, I left my purse in the car, and I have a very small purse, and I looked at their rules and regulations before we went.
Yeah, you can't bring one in.
They say you can't. You can have like a
transparent one.
A transparent one, or you can have a small clutch that doesn't have a strap or anything on it. So, and my purse is quite small, and it's just a crossbody, and I could have removed the strap. But I thought, well, I don't really need it in there for anything. So I left it in the car and just took, my ID and some cash and had my phone, and that's all I went in with. But I saw people with big purses and big fluffy bags, and everybody just walked in.
Oh, okay.
They didn't check a purse. They didn't check, at least, well, I didn't have one to check, but I didn't see them stop anyone.
I went to the AC/DC concert at
That's
US
a little
Bank
different.
Yeah, they if you had anything, it was go back to your car. Like, how far away apart? Don't care. Read the rules.
Right. It was, and so I had read the rules, and that's the reason I didn't bring anything, because I thought, well, I don't want to get stuck. We probably had to walk about, 10 blocks or something like that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't
parking is just awful at that place.
Yeah, well, so we stayed right downtown, just 6th and Hennepin, and there is a parking ramp that is part of, it's not hotel owned, it's city owned. but you can valet. And
Okay.
so we just drove up to the door, and it was expensive. It was $60.
Wow.
But it was super slick. You could just hit the app and request your car, even if you just needed something out of your car.
Oh, wow.
And then they would send you a text. Your car is ready and waiting for you. And then you just go down this hall, and there's your car sitting there, and you could grab what you needed, put in
So a
what
little
you
more
wanted.
ritzy than I was staying at.
Yeah, and then they would take it and park it again, and you could do that as many times in and out as you wanted to for that $60.
The
Just
one
had to be out within 24 hours, which we were.
the place we normally stay at, the Marriott, which is about 7th and Hennepin, and a little triangle-looking building.
Yep.
And we usually stay there. Instead, this time we stayed at the Residence by Marriott, which is over on 8th, which was very nice. And I will say this, it was the security at night when I went to Phantom of the Opera, the Orpheum, and then...
Yes, I saw that. How fun.
The State Theater had Purple Rain before it goes on Broadway.
Right.
They're just kind of warming up in Minneapolis. And so you had 2 huge shows releasing at the same time. I bet you there was 9 squad cars within like 3 blocks, and they're all on the sidewalk, like in the middle of everything with their lights on, and just the police presence was felt and appreciated.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't see a single police car.
See, that's why I was curious to see if they did that.
But different audience. And we're talking about, a few hundred people supporting each team for each game. And they pretty much, they were really good about letting us hang around afterward, because we hung around, including all the people that rode the fan bus, got to just hang around and wait till the team came out of the locker room, and everyone got to congratulate them, take their family photos and all that sort of thing. And they were great about letting us just hang around, and there was already another team playing, But no, it was very easy in and out. Nobody stopped us for anything. Super friendly atmosphere, but it was just it was really a fun day.
Okay, so that was the police presence on Hennepin when we got released from Phantom. Now earlier, I'm like, I kind of want a beer. The place doesn't have any. There was no bar in the building, and so I went down to the front. Hey, out of curiosity, is there a liquor store nearby? And they're like, yeah, it's just a couple blocks this way. And I'm like, oh, okay, I can do that. I went up a half a block, over a block on Nicollet, and then up about a block and a half-ish on 8th. And I was asked if I wanted weed 3 times, meth once.
No!
And about 4 homeless guys.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, downtown certainly is not like it used to be, that's for sure. When we were walking to the game, there wasn't a soul downtown. It has just turned into kind of a ghost town down there. It's really, really sad. What used to be a really great city is not so great anymore.
No. But they're all hanging out at Nicollet.
Yeah, well, thankfully, we came in about 4:30 that afternoon, and we, like I said, valet parked, so we didn't have to go anywhere. And then Lions Pub or Lions Tap was connected to our hotel.
Oh, okay.
So we just went over there and grabbed food to go, and so it was really, really a good place to stay, and we didn't do any wandering around in downtown Minneapolis that
we
night.
walked to dinner because, like I said, normally we stay at the normal Marriott, but we're at the Residence by Marriott, which a couple
where they
blocks
expect
away.
you to cook for yourself, because those are long-term stays, kind of.
But so normally the Marriott's connected to Fogo, so we decided to walk over to Fogo de Chao for a nice little romantic dinner, and so we went down there, and that was about 5 blocks away.
Yeah, that was close to us too. Well, anyway, so I just want to say a quick thank you to all the fans that have been supporting the Hillcrest guys, because they were there in numbers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was
What a
really
great
fun.
team.
Yeah, it was. And, certainly it would have been even more fun to be on the winning end of things. But, they were just a really, really good team.
A really good team and a really experienced team. They were the runner-up last year, so they've been there, done that.
And of course, the boys were disappointed at the end of the game, but hopefully now that they can look back on that game and just be proud of where they got. And it was so much fun for all the fans and everybody. So it was a great season. And now, the basketball season starts on Tuesday for the girls, at least.
Yeah.
Well, they've already played a couple, but the basketball coach for the boys was good enough to give all the guys this week off. So
yeah.
they get some downtime this week, so that's good. But anyway, thanks to the fans, they helped make it just a really great season. So, all right, well, lots of things going on in the news over the weekend. Of course, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, this was kind of a bombshell.
I was shocked.
Yeah, from Georgia. She denied reports that she plans to run for president. Well, good luck with that. Her comments came days after she announced her intention to resign from Congress. She's going to be done in January. She was a big supporter of President Trump while he was running for office, but the two of them have gone to blows lately. And anyway, Greene criticized the demands of presidential politics, saying it would destroy her health and yield little real change. And I don't know, those sound like two good reasons to get out. But however, when you are in that position and you are fighting for what the Republicans believe, sometimes instead of just walking away, you need
to fight harder.
You got to stick it out and keep using your voice. But again, she had made some crazy demands, and I don't know, she got kind of mouthy, and
she said in her goodbye speech, "Everybody hates me. I don't want to stay here."
Oh boy. Take your ball and go home, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know what I don't even know what that means. So if she's done in January, then does somebody appoint somebody, or?
I don't know if it's an appointment or a special session or a special election.
Okay. Well, in either case, she is leaving the Republican Party with a bit of a problem, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know how the next steps go. So anyway. The Trump administration has discussed dropping anti-Maduro leaflets over Venezuela as President Nicolas Maduro turns 63, according to reports. Officials recently reviewed the plan, but no authorization has been given. The leaflets would highlight a $50 million reward for help leading to Maduro's arrest and conviction. So is that where we've come? Dropping leaflets over Venezuela.
It sounds like the Cuban crisis back in the 60s.
It does, very much.
If you help us
so.
get rid of Castro, we'll give you $50.
Wow. Elon Musk's social platform X has launched a feature that displays where each account is based. The rollout, which happened last Friday, revealed the several prominent MAGA accounts operate from outside the United States.
Oh.
X's head of product, Nikita Beer, called the feature an important first step to securing the integrity of the global town square, noting minor issues will be corrected soon. So what does that really mean?
It says, if it's a foreign source or what. I like it. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with transparency.
Yeah, absolutely. And, okay, so who would have ever thought that President Trump, would invite Zoran Mamdani to the White House, and and this was, I think an NBC source called it a bromance. Yeah, so taking it a little bit too far, but I mean, they went from leveling some pretty serious barbs against each other, and now President Trump is saying, I think he's going to do a great job.
I think it's everybody had to put their grown-up pants on and it is what it is.
Well, anyway, so he was asked, I saw, Meet the Press on Sunday mornings?
Yeah.
And I can't stand that person who is in charge, the woman who runs that show. But anyway, she asked him, now you used to call President Trump a fascist. Do you still believe that he is a fascist? And he said, yes, I do. And anyway, but he said, and President Trump used to call him a communist lunatic. Now,
he is a communist.
Well, he is.
Yeah.
He is. Absolutely.
I don't know if he's a lunatic, but he is a communist.
And I think he's just really articulate, and I think he knows what people need and want to hear.
You mean he's a politician?
He is a politician. And when he was on Meet the Press yesterday, he was very well versed. He answered everything perfectly, I thought. He sounded not like the lunatic that we saw running for office, but a much more tamped down normal guy version.
Well, hopefully he just needed to say that stuff just to, get elected and get the base out there, because obviously Como, who shocked he ran.
Yeah,
I didn't think he had a chance.
He was not the guy either, but I guess we'll see how this goes. But anyway, they are now they're pals. So we'll see how that goes.
At least they got to play nice. I mean, you got the biggest city, one of the largest economies in the U.S.
Right.
You got to play nice a little bit.
I guess. Well, I hope that's the case. A shift in the polar vortex could bring colder and snowier conditions to parts of the United States. Us included. Scientists say the disturbance occurs when strong winds high above the poles weaken, allowing frigid Arctic air to move south. Experts noted this early season disruption is unusual. NOAA's long-range forecast shows below average temperatures and higher chances for heavy snow.
Yep.
Are they to be, I would say that NOAA is probably a little easier to believe their long-range forecast than the Farmer's Almanac. I don't know what the farmers called for this year.
Well, we do have a winter storm watch starting up tonight through Tuesday night, looking at 2 to 4 inches.
Okay. Well, there we go. Boy. Wasn't it me who said if we could just get through Thanksgiving without any measurable snow?
Yeah.
I guess that's not going to happen.
We ain't going to make it.
No. So I don't know if it's going to be a snowblower snow, but have it at the ready.
I will say this. Yesterday, I did spend some time making sure the snowblower was gassed up. We started her up, let her run for a couple minutes, and then made sure I got my smoker all cleaned out and
ready to roll.
Ready to roll for Thanksgiving, smoking that turkey.
Yeah, and in fact, Thanksgiving might be the kind of in-between two potential storms, if you will. I don't know if we can call either one a storm, but pretty good chances of some snow. I think I read 100% chance.
Tuesday night. 2 to 4 inches.
We're going to get it, right? Yeah. And I also heard a report this morning that if you are traveling for the holiday toward the Twin Cities, they're probably going to get the brunt of this system.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I have to drive to Sartell tomorrow.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Thankfully, we are staying put for the Thanksgiving holiday. We don't have to do any traveling till mid-December. So hoping that it's, not so bad that people have difficulty traveling for the holiday, because, boy, that sure messes things up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We will talk about a couple of things when we come back. Eating alone can fuel declining health in older people.
Really? I can see that.
I absolutely see that. And let's see what else we've got for you. Oh, do you want to we'll do a sleep method. Okay. And we'll tell you a little bit more about prepping throughout the day to have a good night's sleep. A little bit more about that coming up. So that after the break on Morning Talk.
Back with more Morning Talk with Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop. Brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. After the markets on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Depend on it.
Winter weather can change quickly and can be hazardous. Listen to News Talk 1250 KBRF for the latest weather-related postponements and cancellations. Brought to you by John's Heating and Air Conditioning and Northwest Tire. Schools, businesses, churches, and events. You can find postponements and cancellations on KBRFradio.com as well. And the Fergus Now app. Weather-related announcements. Brought to you by Northwest Tire and John's Heating and Air Conditioning.
This is Craig Olson. Join me every Saturday morning at 8 for the Coaches Show, presented by the Viking Cafe on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Football, basketball, soccer, hockey, volleyball, swimming, cross country. I interview area coaches to discuss the season, recap the last game, and preview upcoming games. Catch the live show at 8 on Saturday morning on News Talk 1250 KBRF and the live stream and archived shows at KBRFradio.com. Just click on Sports Streaming. The Coaches Show, presented by the Viking Cafe.
Have you ever wanted to go above and beyond for your community? Volunteering for your local fire or EMS department is your opportunity. Join a family that will serve with you, always have your back, and train you to be the best version of yourself. As a volunteer, you will meet new people, learn new skills, and make a meaningful impact. Learn more at makemeafirefighter.org. That's makemeafirefighter.org.
Fergus Falls Deals is here to warm up your bank account. For the month of November, saved 40% on certificates to these businesses: El Loro Mexican Restaurant, The Hudson Inn, Knotty Pine Bar and Grill, Fiesta Brava, Cool Beans Bagels, and Comfort Inn Fergus Falls. Be sure to check out the Deals on Demand category to see all the certificates you can get right on your phone. Check out all the hot deals on FergusFallsDeals.com.
At FergusFallsDeals.com.
Find out why the markets are moving. Get in-depth ag information with the Red River Farm Network on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Depend on it.
Good morning. Market update time here on the Red River Farm Network. I'm Tyler Donaldson. Taking a look at the grains markets, starting out a bit mixed here to begin the week. Corn trading mixed, soybeans and wheat both slightly lower. AgMarket.net market analyst Matt Bennett says it's a slow start to trade in the grains markets today, with little news or activity pushing them in either direction.
On the soybean side of things, we're currently about 8 cents off the lows, maybe 4 cents off the highs or so. But as far as corn goes, it's been a fairly tight range, about 3 or 4 cents. And so not a whole lot going on. You'd expect volumes likely to be a lot lower this week. Of course, some people are on vacation. There's not a lot going on yet. December option expiration there on Friday. And so, there's not a whole lot to talk about in here. I mean, we know it is what it is right now. Demand's awfully good for corn. Demand's pretty solid for soybeans as well. But, there's not a whole lot of action in the corn bean markets here this morning.
Cattle markets trading limit down in live and feeder cattle on news of packing plant closures.
There's no doubt that the packing industry is saying, hey, we're not making any money. We've got to, we've got to back out here. We got to be in a situation where we can make money. We're going to close a couple different plants. And, Tyson's closing, I believe, 2 different plants. And so it's going to be a big issue, I think, for this cattle market that continues to struggle with, I guess, what people feel like is kind of a full-on onslaught from the federal government.
Reporting agriculture's business, you're listening to the Red River Farm Network.
This is the Soil Fertility Minute presented by the Agriculture, Fertilizer Research and Education Council. U of M Extension Small Grain Specialist Joachim Wiersma says nitrogen remains essential for spring wheat quality, even as high fertilizer costs and low commodity prices make it a tough decision for farmers.
That's sometimes a bitter pill to swallow. We have options, but starting out with the right amount of nitrogen of what you think the season is going to be, and that's the hardest decision probably on the farm, or one of the hardest decisions on the farm, is still the best way to go.
Proper nitrogen management can protect wheat quality and prevent costly discounts even when commodity prices are low.
When we have a low-yielding year, and nobody can predict that, you need to have the nitrogen in the field to get to that 14%.
AFREC is a farmer-led program advancing soil fertility research. Find out more at mnsoilfertility.com.
Thanks to the American farmer for putting food on the plate, clothes on our back, and fuel in our tank. Your work is measured in acres, not hours. The Red River Farm Network is here to deliver farm news, markets, and weather information to the best farmers in the business. From Rugby to Benson and Roseau to Aberdeen, the Red River Farm Network covers agriculture. Go online to rrfn.com to find your local Red River Farm Network radio station. Podcasts are also available online at rrfn.com, iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify.
Harvest Hotline brings you daily updates with farmers, custom harvesters, elevator managers, and more. Get the latest on harvest progress, yields, and what's happening in the field. Harvest Hotline can be heard weekdays at 12:37 during Agriculture Today. Harvest Hotline brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, Amity Technology, North Dakota Mill, and U.S. Custom Harvesters. We're the Red River Farm Network, reporting agriculture's business.
December wheat Minneapolis is 2.5 lower to 562 3/4. Chicago December wheat's 5 3/4 lower to 521 1/4. KC hard red winter wheat's 3 3/4 lower to 507 1/4. December corn down a penny to 424 1/2. January soybeans a penny lower to 1124 even. January canola in Winnipeg's $3.70 per metric ton higher to $644.80 Canadian. December live cattle are limit down $7.25 in all three of their contracts. Feeder cattle, all three of their contracts limit down $9.25. December hogs are 27 cents higher to $78.07. Reporting agriculture's business, you are listening to the Red River Farm Network.
Today on Hot Talk with the Ox, right away hear how the weekend news cycle treated the now infamous video of Democrats urging the military to disobey orders. Then the news of the day as it unfolds, of course. And how was Mad Manny's White House visit? But it all starts with Heard It on Hot Talk. Maybe you did or maybe you didn't. Spot the fake news. Oh, and how about them Vikes? See you for Hot Talk with the Ox today from 2 to 5 on News Talk 1250 KBRF.
What's the Ox say?
I'm Jessica at the Fergus Falls Monument Company. I'm the first person you see when you come through the door, and I also talk to customers every day on the phone. Many of them find choosing a memorial ahead of time is convenient and works best when there is time to plan and think about it. Planning ahead not only gets you the everlasting memorial of your choice, it also helps your family through the grieving process. At Fergus Falls Monument, we can help you plan ahead and choose a memorial made right here locally. Call or stop in or visit us online at foreverstonememorials.com.
This is Craig Olson. Join me every Saturday morning at 8 for the Coaches Show, presented by the Viking Cafe on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Football, basketball, soccer, hockey, volleyball, swimming, cross country. I interview area coaches to discuss the season, recap the last game, and preview upcoming games. Catch the live show at 8 on Saturday morning on News Talk 1250 KBRF and the live stream and archived shows at kbrfradio.com. Just click on Sports Streaming. The Coaches Show, presented by the Viking Cafe.
Fergus Falls Deals is here to warm up your bank account. For the month of November, saved 40% on certificates to these businesses: El Loro Mexican Restaurant, the Hudson Inn, Knotty Pine Bar and Grill, Fiesta Brava, Cool Beans Bagels, and Comfort Inn Fergus Falls. Be sure to check out the Deals on Demand category to see all the certificates you can get right on your phone. Check out all the hot deals on FergusFallsDeals.com.
At FergusFallsDeals.com.
Community is important, and you'll find it at Pioneer Point. Spacious apartments, thoughtfully designed for older adults, provide the best in senior living. Heated parking and elevator access makes life easy. Your neighbors at Pioneer Point hold a welcoming, family-like approach to living. Choosing from an array of special features and options, you'll find many ways to define your lifestyle at Pioneer Point. Call or schedule your tour online today at pioneercare.org.
News Talk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place with the Fergus Now app on your phone. It is 9:37. And up next, one of my favorite segments of the week. It's Two Marys and a Dave. And, of course, one of the leading stars of Where to Eat for next month. Mary joins us.
Oh, that's great to hear. And we say good morning.
Leading stars, Dave? Really?
Yeah. I'd take it, Mare.
All right.
Okay, leading star Mary from the American Legion joins us. And we are looking forward to Thanksgiving week, which, of course, is going to change your schedule just a bit, right?
That's correct. We will be open our usual hours, just not on Thursday. So we're here Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday this week. Carryout starts at 11 and goes until 8 on Wednesday and Friday, and Saturday it's from 3 until 8. And the dine-in is Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 3 until 8 as well.
Wednesday, Friday.
I'm sorry, Wednesday,
Saturday.
Friday, Saturday. I was just testing you, Mary.
Yeah,
You
I know.
passed.
I was listening.
Good job.
I was listening. Okay, so of course not open on Thanksgiving, but I'm guessing that a lot of people have been ordering stuff for Thanksgiving because not everybody eats turkey on Thanksgiving.
No, a lot of people are doing ribs, and we certainly have a lot of those on our list of pickups for Wednesday. So there's still room if you need some last-minute things. We can probably help you out.
Okay.
I don't know that we can create any more pies. We're kind of maxed out on those, but we can always do more ribs.
Okay, so if you are thinking about some more ribs, you want to call. I don't know if there's anybody around there today and tomorrow to take that order.
Yeah, I have some catering to do over the next few hours, and I'll be back middle of the afternoon. But feel free to call then, and I'll be here into the evening some too. So feel free to call. I always answer the phone if I'm here.
Okay, that sounds great. Well, but we do have a Wednesday special gearing up, and it's probably not turkey.
It's not turkey. It's something like totally non-traditional. It's pizza burgers with JoJo potatoes and a strawberry salad.
Okay, one more time. What kind of burger?
A pizza burger.
Pizza burger. Okay. That sounds great.
It is pretty good. It's got mozzarella cheese on it and some pizza sauce, and it's got great flavor. It's on a toasted bun.
Boy, that makes the sandwich, doesn't it?
I think so.
That's what makes your guys' burgers so good, too. I mean, it's just like the icing on the cake, that toasted bun.
I agree.
Yeah, but that sounds good. And like you say, you want to have it be something that is not even close to turkey. Because people,
it's like off the charts different. So.
Yeah, because we're going to eat that on Thursday. We're probably going to eat it Friday and Saturday, too.
unless you come out for dinner on Friday and have ribs.
Well, true. You could do that. Absolutely. All right. So pizza burger, JoJo potatoes. That sounds great. And, of course, if you are thinking of maybe some last-minute things, maybe you'd like to get a small order of ribs or something, you can at least ask the question. And if you're able to do it, I know you will.
Absolutely. We won't say no unless we absolutely have to. But we'd love to help you out, so give us a call.
Okay. Mary, what's the best number to call?
Give us a call at 739-4633.
Okay. Mary, happy Thanksgiving. I know I'm looking forward to tomorrow because one of your catering jobs is out at Nelson Auto Center, so I get to have an early Thanksgiving dinner. Looking forward to that.
That's right. You guys are really feasting tomorrow. That'll be really good.
Yeah, we are. We're looking forward to that. So have a great holiday. Please pass that along to your staff, and we'll talk with you next week.
Sounds great. Thanks so much for the call, and happy Thanksgiving to you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mary from the American Legion, our guest. What did you call her?
What are the upcoming stars?
Upcoming stars.
Where to eat? We just shot last Friday our December episode, which we head to the Legion.
Oh, I bet somebody had ribs.
It was kind of fun. I was going to do the ribs, but Derek had never had the ribs.
Oh my goodness! Say it isn't so.
So he got to try the ribs, and we'll get his reaction for you on the
when the show hits.
When the show hits, I had never done the chicken supreme.
Oh.
I was looking at all the stuff. It's like, what have I never had? Because I eat there all the time.
You go there a lot.
Yeah, so it's like I have had that, had that. The one that kind of blew Zach out of the water, he had the walleye dinner, which is one of my parents' favorites, absolute favorites. He had never had the loaded tots.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'll get that for a meal sometimes.
I know, me too.
Because, I mean, it's big enough that that's all you need.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's got that rib meat on it and then everything else on those tater tots. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
And
I tell you what, it's hard to go wrong when there's tater tots on it.
Yeah.
I love tater tots.
But, yeah, we tried some of that stuff and then quite a few of the appetizers. And then, it was good. A lot of the desserts, we were so full. And they brought out the desserts and it's like,
Oh, I know. And they always have, like, 12 to 14 different desserts. I mean, it's amazing. You know what? I forgot to ask her about the dessert features, but I know there's
right now the dessert features
all things are pumpkin.
Yeah, pumpkin-y.
Yeah, and I know there's a pumpkin cheesecake. There's a pumpkin pie.
The thing you need to try, and this is the one we tried on air, was there's this kind of raspberry sherbet frozen thing with like a sugar cookie dough crust, and then it's got swirly raspberry jam in it with whipped cream.
Yum.
That was good.
Okay.
I could only have a bite, though, because I was very full from all of the other stuff.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll look forward to that one. That show will drop in December. So.
Yep, December 5th.
Which,
we'll have that.
by the way, is not very far away.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah. Okay, so this week, of course, we've got the holiday on Thursday, and you and I always talk about Black Friday.
Black Friday. Combat shopping.
Combat shopping. Do you think it's like it used to be?
No.
I don't think so either. You know, they have so many Black Friday deals online that sadly I think people take advantage of, and they're out there now. You don't have to wait for Black Friday anymore. So some of the excitement, some of the combat is gone from that. I was never a combat shopper. You were.
I
you were
loved
good.
it.
I know you loved it.
Back, I mean, it'd be probably mid-2000s to early 2010s.
And you always had, if anything was on the top shelf, you were the guy to get to it first.
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite moments, I mean, I had a lot of great moments. My dad loved Black Friday shopping, so him and I would go up either to Fargo or around here and hit the Black Friday sales. One of my favorites, though, was one year Walmart, this is back when they were open 24/7, had Chromebooks on sale. And we wanted to get the boys, or at least the older two boys, their own Chromebook. And so everybody's kind of jostling. And so what they did is they let everybody into the store early, and then you kind of go to where you want stuff. And then they kind of blew a whistle or said, go. And everybody dove for the stuff on top. I dropped down to my knees, put both hands out between everybody's legs, pulled out two, popped up, and said, Jen, we can go.
Oh, my
And she's still fighting on the other side. We're like, you go on that side, I'll go on this side.
Oh, goodness.
We'll get at least one, maybe two, and I just got to reach through everybody and just pulled out two and went, let's go.
Do you know what? I don't know if it was last year. I think last year we gave the kids Chromebooks, and that was really, really fun. And there's not even any excitement because you don't even have to wait till Black Friday anymore because these deals have been out there for a week and a half.
Yeah.
So I think they sort of stole their own thunder on Black Friday because nobody has to wait anymore.
We were on our way down to the cities, and Jen, because we dressed up, we looked nice. And
you did look nice. I saw the photo.
Jen wanted a new pair of nylons, and so we're like, oh, well, let's swing into Macy's real quick. And she's like, hey, they've got your brand of jeans. I only like one pair of jeans. For me, they fit best, and they just feel best.
And if you find that, buy 20 pair.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a pair of Nautica jeans, and they don't sell them here in Fergus. And so they used to sell them at Herberger's, and that's where I used to get them all the time.
Sure.
And so we swing into Macy's. Jen's like, yeah, it says here they've got them. And I'm looking around. I'm like, hey, do you guys have Nautica? And they're like, oh, not in men's jeans. Well, we can order it for you. And I'm like, well, what good does that do?
Yeah, no. Shopping has changed so much. We used to make like a whole weekend of it. And my sister-in-laws and I would just shop, and we would do all our shopping in one weekend. Now we go to Florida and lay on the beach.
That's a smart move.
It's way more fun. But it does put us a little bit behind in shopping, because
you're still way ahead.
Yeah, for sure. But it's so different. In fact, there's a store in Minneapolis, if you've ever been, Restoration Hardware built, and this is a number of years ago. It's probably been 5 or 6 years ago now. But you would go into this store, and it was like 5 or 6 maybe different floors, and you could see everything, but you couldn't purchase it. You could see it, and you could like scan a QR code, or then you would order it. So genius for the business because they don't have to have inventory.
Yeah, no warehouse.
They have to have one of everything, and then you just scan the QR code and you buy it online. So things have changed so much. I still want to see it, hold it, feel it.
Try it on.
Right, and have a place that is going to take a return or an exchange. So again, one of the reasons to just
if you can, shop local.
If you can, absolutely. And Small Business Saturday coming up on Saturday, too. Yep. So good opportunity to gather some friends. And we've got so many great places to eat and shop.
One trend I'm happy that has kind of gone away is Gray Thursday.
I didn't even know that happened.
Well, that's what they called it when you could shop on Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Called it Gray Thursday. Not quite Black Friday, but close.
Okay.
But, yeah, I just let everybody... let the shoppers spend time with their family. Let their employees spend time with their family.
Absolutely.
Give them a day off.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, the rush is on, and I'm starting to feel, and you know me, I'm in pretty good shape in terms of shopping and wrapping, but I still feel like there's a lot left to be done, and all of a sudden it feels like, we had this whirlwind with all these football games. And that kind of took the forefront, and everything else was put on the back shelf. And then, of course, I was gone for a week in Florida. And all of a sudden, I'm starting to feel like, it's almost here. So I know you've got plenty of time.
I've got plenty of time. I don't really have to start worrying until December 23rd. Normally it was December 24th I'd worry, but I'm gonna say I'm going to start worrying about on the 23rd.
You're going to be ahead of the game this year.
Ahead of the curve.
All right. Well, anyway, I was going to tell you about eating alone and what that means to people. I can understand this, too. Research has found, they researched people over 10 countries and found that older adults who regularly eat alone face significant health risks.
I believe it.
The analysis of tens of thousands of seniors age 65 and older revealed solo diners consume fewer fruits, vegetables, and protein compared to those sharing meals. Isn't that interesting? Japanese research tracking, they tracked nearly 57,000 people, showed people who seldom shared meals faced almost a 30% higher risk of losing weight and not being well. So there you go. So eat well, eat with people.
I believe it. I mean, I was single for a while, and the times I really ate, it was with anybody, was if I had lunch here, or if I ate with my folks, went over to my parents' house to eat. Otherwise, I'm just hanging out on Battle Lake going, do-de-do.
What do I do? Yeah. So anyway, if you know people who could, use a dinner with you now and then. You know what I found yesterday when we were at the Viking Cafe for the smorgasbord day?
Yeah, how'd that go?
It went really well, and it was so much fun. I actually I was clearing plates and serving coffee. And
I was hoping
really
to go,
fun.
but as we mentioned, I was in the cities. So.
Well, it was jam-packed, and it was really a lot of fun. But now I forgot what I was going to tell you. What were we talking about?
Smorgasbord, really fun.
Yeah.
Jam-packed.
Yeah, right before that, though. Oh, eating alone.
Yep.
So anyway, there was a pretty good line, and for a while it went outside, and so people were waiting for tables. And what we found was people that were there as a couple, they'd go to somebody else in line and say, "Hey, if you've got two, we've got room for two more at our table."
Oh, that's perfect.
And I saw that happen more than once. And sometimes it was people who knew other people in line. Sometimes it was people just said, "Hey, is there a twosome here that wants to join us at our table? We've got room." And I saw that happen over and over, and I thought, wow, that's really nice.
That's a great holiday spirit.
Yeah, absolutely. So wanted to make sure and talk about that, and to say a big thank you to the Nelsons and to the Viking Cafe. And boy, was their staff fun to work with. I felt like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing here. And they were so busy, I didn't want to get in their way, but I wanted to be helpful. But they were great at showing me the ropes, and I just had so much fun.
Professionals.
So much fun visiting with people and serving lots of coffee and bussing some tables, and it was just great fun. Okay, let's see what else we've got for you. The sleep method. I'm always interested in these kinds of things because I'm a horrible sleeper. Okay, so there's a trend sleep technique, and it's called 10-3-2-1-0 hack.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what this is?
10 hours for caffeine, 8 hours for alcohol, and I think screen time's one of them.
I think you're close, yeah. Okay, so aims to improve rest quality by starting preparation 10 hours before you go to bed. Oh, gosh, I don't know if I can think that far ahead. Anyway, there's a doctor that endorses the method, which involves stopping caffeine consumption 10 hours early. I'd never do that.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Finishing meals 3 hours before bed. I cut that close. Ending work 2 hours prior. And avoiding screens 1 hour beforehand. So there you go. The final 0 represents hitting the snooze button 0 times upon waking.
Lies.
Yeah. There's actually a book out there that's called The Book of Sleep. Describes it as an easy-to-remember checklist for better sleep hygiene. Routine helps transition the brain from active to rest mode. I wish there was just a switch.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be phenomenal.
While avoiding stimulating content and bright light. They emphasize consistency over perfection, stating sleep routines work best when they are adapted, not forced. The goal is to create supportive habits, not to add any pressure to your day. So don't let it be a pressure thing.
Yeah, Dad
Just a good memory sort of deal.
Dad had surgery again this morning, and so...
Oh, no.
Well, it was his last one, and it went really quick. So
okay, good.
It was just a quick procedure, but I had to get up super early because I helped him get there and then helped him get home. So, I mean, everything done. Great staff over at Lake Region Healthcare.
Is he back at home?
Yeah, he's home.
Oh, good.
And so I had to, help him, do that and such. But I had to get up early, so I tried to go to bed early. And I went to bed right like 9 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I'm in bed. 1 o'clock, I'm awake.
I know.
And it's like, come on, go back to bed.
Oh, join the club.
Body's like, nah, you got an extra couple hours there, so let's stay up for a bit.
I even had my sister-in-law gave me a great gift. It's It's a devotional that is specific for people who have a hard time sleeping. And what it is, and you're supposed to do your devotion right before you go to bed.
Okay.
And it's kind of this calming, peaceful kind of thing. And, a lot of, Bible verses that are calming. And I thought, what a great gift. I'm going to grab a couple of those. And if you know somebody who doesn't sleep well, I think this is really good. I've only been home long enough to use it for one night, but I can see that it's going to be, that it's really going to be good.
Yeah, but I can't read before I go to bed. Otherwise, I just, so what's
Well,
my
I think
first?
this is something maybe that you do while you're still up,
Oh, okay.
I don't lay in, well, I do lay in bed and read, and just because I don't sleep, but hopefully this helps. Anyway, I'm going to give it a spin for sure, and if nothing else, it's a great devotional, even if it doesn't make me sleep. Okay, does this surprise you? There is a trend out there, and high school seniors express less interest in marriage than previous generations. However, high school boys are now more interested in marriage than high school girls.
Really?
That's shocking.
Yeah.
I don't think high school kids even think that far ahead, do they? I mean, they don't know what they're having for dinner, much less thinking about...
Well, they don't know what they're having for dinner because mom hasn't told them yet.
Well, too, that's very true. But anyway, so it's more boys that are saying, yeah. The girls, their interest plummeted 22 points.
Wow.
From 83% to 61%. This is over like 30 years. Boys remained relatively stable and right in about the 76% category. So fewer seniors also expect lifelong marriages. That's scary.
That's sad.
Yeah. And so I think it's just a, kind of a telltale sign of where we are in this world, and how easy it is to get out of a marriage. Oh, that didn't work. And so, yeah.
Click the reset button.
Yeah, it's sad. So anyway, but I don't know if the girls will think that's good or bad that the boys are more interested in being married than they are. All right, and one more story here, or do we have?
One more.
Okay. Anthony Day was arrested in Polk County. I don't know where this Polk County is. After deputies found him walking completely naked, it's in Florida, on Broken Arrow Trail in 36-degree weather. The commuter spotted him and called authorities, with Tesla cameras capturing the incident. When deputies asked if he was cold, he claimed he wasn't. He was simply doing a TikTok challenge. Oh, boy.
No.
Anyway, of course, the sheriff questioned the explanation, stating, "You don't even have your cell phone. You're really naked when you don't have your cell phone." He initially gave false information about his identity and address to officers. He emphasized that Day was not even wearing socks, and it was 36 degrees. Anyway, the charges include disorderly conduct, resisting an officer without violence, and exposure of some stuff that people just can't unsee. Oh, boy. Only in Florida, right?
Only in Florida.
I guess. All right. Coming up on 10 o'clock, that is going to wrap up the show today. Thank you for joining us. Our show today and every day brought to us by Pioneer Care and by Fergus Monument Company. Have a great day.
Have you ever wanted to go above and beyond for your